Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Dr. Creepypasta.
Hello.
Is there anything you would like to say before we get started?
Yes. Thank you for having me for so long. We've been having difficulties. First, you're in a turn off, then mine in a turn off. Like what?
Yep.
So then now we're here with this fabulous cabin here. So yeah.
All right. Well, we have narrator questions for you, so we will go ahead and jump right in.
Okay.
Why did you decide to start YouTubing?
That's the big one. Well, it all started off with it's a crazy story. So it started off with me in high school, my sophomore year, and I was going through depression. Um, During the depression, I started watching this YouTuber, uh, Cryotic. Throughout time, I started to love YouTube and how he does it. Sadly, I don't have equipment to play video games, but he did amazing narrations, and I still watch him till this day. So what got me into this, I started watching other people started narrating, like Glitch or Mr. Creepypasta or any other narrator, and some less known narrators that actually got fun to make friends with. And as soon as I started with my equipment finally, it just got super amazing doing these videos. And actually, I think of my channel more of a as a connection, like friends, and I consider my subscribers my family. And it means it's like the reason I started YouTube is to make a family and make a connection with my subscribers.
How did you come up with your channel name?
Okay, so I was typing in creepypasta narrators. I was thinking, is there ever a Dr. Creepypasta around? I started typing up, and I said, oh, there's no Dr. Creepypasta. This is gonna be original. Later on, I found out there was another Dr. Creepypasta that does uploads animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy's. But other than that, I came up with the name, and I started making a background for it. And as I started making the background, it's sweet but short. He is a mental insane asylum doctor that happens to be the apprentice of Zolgo, and that his main objective is to destroy every single narrator in his path.
Okay. Well, the next question is, how did your persona come to be?
Oh well, oh, gosh.
Um,
So I already told you that, but to continue on, it's just like um, as my persona came into be, I wasn't sure at first how to act as Dr. Creepypasta, so I started writing down on I started writing down on notes. I was on my notes. I was saying, how can my doctor act? So I started watching anime. Yeah, all of God, all animes, and I was watching Orin Host Club, and I was looking. Oh, you know what? I'll act like Tamaki, but more darker. So I started having this over exaggerated acting skills like Tamaki does, and then I started making it more darker. And what actually helps me the most is when I read Vincent Macabre stories because they're more over exaggerated and I can act like my character. And it's also because I took theater, and within theater, it actually taught me how to do a lot of acting, including voice acting. And so, actually, that's and as time gone by, my persona came to be more of this hilarious, dark humor type of guy.
do you have any future plans for your channel?
Yes, as soon as I get my equipment back, because I'm not part of the high school anymore, so high school does not allow me to get the equipment anymore. But I have plans on making something similar, like um, two of them. One of them is like a creepypasta civil war, where it's technically a comic book story of all the narrators having civil war they had a because they're going through identities and they're revealing their faces. And then the second one has to be dealing with something that I actually truly like. Have you heard of Deadpool Kills Marvel Universe?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make it something similar like that, but my character ends up killing the Creepypasta universe. And that's my mother. I love her.
How has narrating changed you and your life?
In a big way because, like I told you about my depression that I had, um, reading these screenplays and narrations, and then all of a sudden I'm getting like these really nice responses, and it actually, in reflection of that, actually made me happy. Like I was actually people are watching my stuff and they're enjoying it, and so um, it impacted me in a way that came out positive. And I'm very happy that people like my stuff and it happened to me in a positive way. And I would like to thank everybody that got me through my depression and thank the Creepypasta network to actually, you know, enjoy some of my narrations.
Why did you start narrating?
I started narrating because I started watching creepypasta narrators, and so I came across one really good one by Creepypasta. He was doing the Ed, and Eddie purgatory theory, and when I was sitting down watching it, I was actually enjoying it. So then I came across other ones like Eyeless Jack and the other ones, and I was like, this it just it's just as soon as I started watching these, it got me more into these people doing it. I said, hey, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Okay. What creepypasta do you want to narrate but are having trouble doing so?
Oh gosh, that would be Carrot's next story the next chapter in his Bad Taste book. And the reason I'm having problems with it is because I don't have my equipment anymore, and it's so long. I always end up messing with my. I always end up messing up on the paragraph, so I have to go back and do it. And it gets so frustrating. So I'm trying to work out an idea how to go through it.
Which creepypasta has made an impact on your life?
Hmm. That would be Eyelash Jack. That's actually my first one I read, and when I read it, um, it was my first time reading creepypastas. I wasn't that expertise in creepypasta critiquing and everything else, but um, it was my first one I read, and actually it gave me more of an intense feeling of the unknown of this Eilish Jack character that you don't know much of, but like he's like this person that comes when you're sleeping. That's the eerie part. If you fall asleep and you're missing an inside. So it it was my first one, and I actually enjoyed it. And yeah,
Which creepypasta will you not narrate?
that would have to be um, anything that has to do with anything that has to do with troll pastas of the Sonic thing. I will never narrate that, and I will nor never will. In 100, in a billion, and trillion years, I will never ever read it.
And we are on the last question for you.
Okay.
What is a fun fact about yourself?
Well, a fun fact about me. Hmm. Um, I did a play. I played as Mercutio, and it was a parody called Romeo Loves Rosaline. And basically, it was Romeo's before love, and I played as Mercutio, and it was hilarious.
Well, is there anything you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Okay. Thank you again for having me, Cabot. You're an amazing person.
It's my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. And you know what? You're always welcome to the Tea Time crew if you're ever up to that.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
So thank you.
All right, for anyone who hasn't already, make sure to check the description down below for links for Dr. Creepypasta. Go check him out, subscribe, show some love and support, and like and comment his videos. And thank you
Thanks.
very much for joining me today. And
XOXO.
and I guess that is it for now. So bye everyone.
Bye.